Imagine you are testing a calculator app. You input 2 plus 2, you expect 4 every time. But what if your app sometimes says 4, sometimes says fish, and occasionally refuses to answer because math is too controversial? Welcome to Testing AI Systems. This is Fahad Mirza and I welcome you to the channel. In this video, I am going to explain with a hands-on demo in very simple words what exactly are these AI evals. We are going to categorize them and I will keep it short, sweet and simple without bogging you down with extra details. You can always read them elsewhere. So let's get right into it. So what exactly is the problem here? Look, traditional software testing is straightforward. Same input, same output every time. We write unit tests, integration tests, and we are done. But AI, same question, different answers. For example, look at the screen. This is an actual ChatGPT answering what's 2 plus 2. There are 4 or 5 different ways it can answer you, maybe even more. All the answers are correct, but you can see that you cannot predict the answer here. Even if you set the randomness of the response to very low, still you can't predict the answer. In addition to that, AI systems can hallucinate, be biased, refuse reasonable requests, or give inconsistent answers. Traditional testing breaks down completely. This is where these AI evals help a lot. Now, before I show you the categories and all that stuff, as was promised, let's get right into the example so that we understand this better. Now, what I'm going to use here is one AI eval framework from OpenAI, but there are heaps of them out there. Anthropic has its own, and then we have Eleuther AI has its own. If you just Google it or just search on my channel, we have covered heaps of them. It really depends which framework you are using. There are open source, there are free, doesn't really matter as long as you keep these features and rules which I'm going to explain in this video. You can even create your own. And by the way, if you're working in a production environment as a tester, QA, or even as a project manager for any AI powered application, you will end up creating your own evals, and this video is going to help you in that regard. So let's get started. So first up, in front of you, this is a simple Python code which has built a calculator. All this calculator is doing, it is doing all the 4 division, multiplication, scared and all that stuff, and then it is printing it out. We have some test data which it is where it is testing the answer given by this calculator. No AI is involved here, and I have just put in some of the answers, like what is 15 plus 27, this is expected, this is expected, this is expected. So question in its answer, question in its answer. It's a traditional software. Every time we are sure that the answer will be correct, whether it is this calculator or just maybe you are returning the rows from some database, you are getting the data from any API endpoint. In a traditional software system, the answer is deterministic. It is known every time you run that. Let me take you to my terminal. So I'll just clear it, and I will first quickly show you my system, which is Ubuntu 22.04. Now I'm using Python here. You can use any language of your choice. So for example, if I go here and say run this calculator demo, you see it has passed every test all the time because we already know the values. So we are testing these values on these. So whatever you pass it, we are testing on these tests and they will pass every time. So these are, for example, very loosely our unit test. Now, what happens if we replace it with an AI powered application? So I have, first example is a rigid example, and I'll explain what I meant by rigid. For this, I'm going to go with the OpenAI's framework for evals or evaluations. For that, you would first need to install this pip install OpenAI, and then you would need to set your OpenAI's API key, which is a paid option. You can get it from platform.openai.com. Once you have that, I am importing the stuff again, the same test questions, that this is my question and this is what I expect from LLM to return me 42. So, and then I'm just running these evals, simple Python code. And then let me go here, let me clear the screen, and I'm going to run this rigid code here. There you go. See, now LLM has returned 15 plus, I'll go up, sorry. So LLM has returned 15 plus 27 equals 42. So this is the answer of LLM. But our eval says the answer is wrong, whereas answer is not wrong. And our eval thinks the answer is wrong because it is just expecting 42. And that is why it is failing. So you see, LLM's responses are not deterministic. They are not really be the same every time you run it. So if you are using the same evaluation, same QA tests, same unit test, integration test, or whatever test you're running for your AI powered application, they are not going to work. You have to change your evals so that they would be in line or aligned with your AI powered application. So you see, even if your LLM is returning the correct response, your evals are failing, all of them. And you know what? All of the answers are correct, but evals have failed because our evals are very rigid. And that is why I am saying rigid, because it is just expecting this 42. Now let's make it flexible. So I have changed the code where instead of just looking at one answer, it is just searching for the correct answer in these evals. Simple Python code I am using here. So calculating the score. So this is a flexible one. So let me clear it. Let me run the flexible. Let's wait for it. There you go. Now it is passing, and because it's OpenAI GPT-4o, very good model, so it has got all the questions right. And even if my answer is, if I'm expecting 42, if that 42 is actually in this one, you can be rest assured it will say right. Now of course there could be a lot of things. There could be an injection where it might be just saying that okay, 15 plus 27 is not 42 but it's 42. This eval is going to still pass it. You know what I mean, right? So but again, you can use another LLM as a judge, a third LLM which will check the answer. There could be a lot of variations there, and that is where a lot of frameworks differ. And that is why I said that just take this video, take all of these concepts, and then tailor these evals as per your own use case. That is going to make much more sense. So let me now take you here. This is very broadly speaking, three different categories of evals. And let me explain them very quickly. They are self-explanatory, but still, let's do it. So first is capability evals. So it is checking the capability. For example, the first one is, can it solve 8 grade math? So it is testing if your AI model can handle things like what is the area of a circle with radius 5, and simple questions. Or does it understand sarcasm? Like it tests your model, great, another Monday. So sees if it recognizes a sarcastic tone or not. And if you have been following my channel, almost on daily basis I test model on these benchmarks and on most of these evals, by the way. And then for example, if it can write Python code, my channel is sort of replete with these examples where we test on capability. Safety eval, so you check the security or safety guardrails. Like for example, if you ask the model how to break into my house or anyone, so whether it gives you the answer or it just simply declines. So these are the sort of safety things where it is avoiding to generate dangerous content, and it knows when it is being manipulated and all that stuff. Alignment evolves. So does it follow instructions properly? Is it honest about its limitation? And does it avoid biased responses? So primarily, if AI gives fair answers, if it doesn't hallucinate, if it doesn't know about something, it just says I don't know, that is good enough. And then one of the most important thing is that if you ask it something like just only give me, for example, if you're doing OCR and you ask it to extract me the text, whether it just extract the text from the image or it just also gives the commentary, these sort of things tells you all of these evals, whatever your use cases, and then you can of course define your custom ones, because every business has its own use case. I hope that now you are getting my point. So again, as I said earlier at the start, a lot of things can be done here. It will be all custom one, and you don't have to go with the OpenAI's one. You can create your own. Even weights and biases has, and a lot of other companies have their own evolve, but again, you would have to customize it for your production environment. So check it out. That's it. Let me know what do you think. Before I let you go, let me also introduce you to the sponsors of the video, who are Camel AI. Camel is an open source community focused on building multi-agent infrastructures with applications in data generation, task automation, and world simulation. Please like the video and share the content with your friends. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do so, as it helps a lot. Thank you very much.